Good morning, everyone. I will be presenting about the non-classroom observable indicators in Objective 13, Objective 14, and Objective 15, which is Objective 13 participated in professional networks to share knowledge and enhance practice. Objective 14 develop a personal improvement plan based on reflection of one's practice and ongoing professional learning. And Objective 15 plus factor, which perform various related works activities that contribute to the teaching learning process. Are you ready for our pretest? The title of our pretest, Educator Development and Impact Assessment Challenge. Write the letters only. Number one, what is one means of verification for Objective 13? A. Completing a self-assessment tool. B. Receiving a certificate of recognition. C. Attending a school board meeting. D. Submitting a report on student attendance. This is for number two. Kindly read it and choose the letter of the correct answer. Number three. Number four. Number five. Number six. Number seven. Number eight. Number nine. For our last number, number 10. Before we proceed to our next objective, I will present to you the correct answers on our pretest. Number one, boy. Number two, C. Number three, boy. Number four, C. Number five, C. Number six, C. Number seven, C. Number eight, A. Number nine, C. Number 10, C. It is okay if you get low scores because we will tackle about objective 13, 14, and 15 later on. On our post-test, we will have again an activity, and then those who will get a high score will receive a reward, and the second and the third scores same with reward also. Okay, let's start with objective 13, participated in professional networks to share knowledge and to enhance practice. And this is included in PPST 7.3.2. What is objective 13? This objective focuses on educators engaging in professional development and networking activities to continually improve their teaching practices and share their knowledge with colleagues. The objective specific means of verification performs or performance indicators and their corresponding ratings to assess the level of an educator's participation in professional networks. But how to rate objective 13? These are the means of verification of Objective 13. certificate of completion in course or training. This can be a formal certificate receiving after completing a relevant course or training program. Example, if you are a teacher completes an online course on innovative teaching methods and receive a certificate of completion. Another one, or number two, certificate of participation in a webinar, retooling, upskilling, and other training seminar workshop with proof of implementation. This involves participating in webinar seminars, workshop, or training sessions and providing evidence of how the knowledge gained was implemented in practice. Example, if you attend a webinar on technology integration in the classroom, submits a certificate of participation, and includes a report on how they use the webinar strategies in their teaching. Uh, an example of report is a narrative report. Okay, next one is the certificate of recognition, speakership in a webinar, and other training, seminar, or workshop. Recognition as speaker or presenter at professional events. Example, if a teacher is invited to speak at a teaching conference, receive a certificate of recognition and provides documentation of their presentation or a narrative which documented with picture. Next, number 4, any proof of participation in a benchmarking activity. Participation in activities where educators visit other schools or institutions to learn and benchmark best practices. Example, if we as a teacher visits another school to observe their successful classroom management techniques and submits a report on their findings. Number 5, any proof of participation in school LAC sessions, face-to-face certified by the LAC coordinator. Participation in school-based learning action cell sessions with certification. Example, this LAC session or example of this is this monthly LAC meetings at our school, and the LAC coordinators certifies our or your attendance. And others, please specify and provide annotations. Any additional proof of participation in professional development or networking activities. Example, if an educator participates in a peer mentoring program, submits documentation of their mentoring sessions, and includes annotation explaining the impact on their practice. Okay, focus po tayo sa Objective 13. Paano tayo bibigyan ng rating ni Master Teacher or ni Madam Principal? Okay, if we will follow this performance indicator, the quality, the timeliness, for Objective 13, only two, the quality and the timeliness. Let's start with quality. We will have outstanding or 5 points if we participated in a professional network activity that requires output and proof of implementation within the school to share knowledge and enhance practice. Example, a teacher leads a professional development workshop at our school or their school which result and improve student outcomes and provides evidence of this impact based on our submitted MOV. Okay, let's focus again on the quality. Paano naman tayo bibigyan ng 4 points or very satisfactory ng ating master teacher or ni Madam Principal? If we as a teacher participated in any professional network activity that requires output and proof of implementation within only the department or grade level to share knowledge and to enhance practice as evidenced by the submitted MOV. Example, a teacher collaborates with colleagues in their department to develop and implement a new curriculum improving student engagement and learning. Makakatanggap lamang po kayo ng 4 points doon because yung inyong professional network activity and proof or output o proof of implementation ay ginamit nyo lamang within the department or grade level. For example, sa akin grade 4, doon ko lang siya ginamit. So, 4 points lang yon. Unlike kanina, 5 points because buong school po ang makikinabang noon. Kaya bibigyan siya ni master teacher at saka ni principal ng 5 points. Paano naman tayo makakatanggap ng 3 points or satisfactory? If as a teacher, we will participate in any professional network activity that requires output to share knowledge and enhance practice as evidenced by the submitted MOV. Example, a teacher attends a webinar on inclusive teaching practices and shares the resources and strategies learned with their team only. Ibig sabihin yung team lang, hindi nyo ginamit yung pinag-aralan nyo or yung nakuha nyo mo doon na output at saka knowledge doon sa pinuntahan yung professional network activity. Ginamit nyo lang doon sa team lang. For example, ako nag-attend as a teacher. Ginamit ko lang siya sa team ng grade team ko, yung mga under ko na teachers, doon lang. So, bibigyan lang po ako ni master teacher at saka ni madam principal ng 3 points doon. Bakit naman po tayo makakatanggap ng unsatisfactory or 2 points pag nirate tayo ni master teacher at saka ni madam principal? Pag sa quality, if we participated in any professional network activity that does not require output to share knowledge and to enhance practice as evidenced by the submitted MOV. Example, a teacher attends a conference but does not actively apply the knowledge gained in their classroom. Nag-attend po siya ng seminar or ni-require siya ni Madam Principal na mag-attend ng seminar pero hanggang doon lang po. Hindi niya po ginamit yung kanyang pinag-aralan doon or yung mga output na yun para ma-share niya yung knowledge. Itinago niya lang yun sa sarili niya. So wala siyang output na i-share niya yung knowledge niya para ma-enhance yung practice na ginamit niya doon sa seminar. So, bibigyan lamang po siya ng 2 points kung yun lang po ang ginawa niya. Bakit naman po minsan ay 1 point ang ibibigay po sa isang teacher ni master teacher at saka ni principal if wala po talaga siyang na-attendanan na any professional networks to share knowledge and to enhance practice. Ibig sabihin, hindi po siya naka-attend ng mga seminar about professional networks para ma-share niya yung knowledge. Wala po talaga siyang attendance or certificate na maibibigay as evidence. So, no acceptable evidence was shown. Okay, let's proceed to objective 13 again. Performance indicator number 2, timeliness. Paano po bibigyan ni master teacher ng grade and principal ang isang teacher all about timeliness? Outstanding or 5 points ang ibibigay ni master teacher if participated in professional networks to share knowledge and to enhance practice across 4 quarters. Ibig sabihin, 5 points siya kung meron siyang na-share na professional networks na share na knowledge sa first quarter, meron din siyang second quarter narrative, may third quarter narrative, and may fourth quarter narrative. Meaning kung nag-attend po siya ng seminar and sa second quarter po siya, so 3 points lang po yun or 4 points lang yun kasi 3 quarters lang ang ibibigay niyang professional networks o professional knowledge na i-enhance niya or i-apply niya sa kanyang co-teacher. Okay, what is the scenario if you will get satisfactory or 3 points under performance indicator, objective 13, timeliness? Paano ka bibigyan ni master teacher ng 3 points? If participated in professional networks to share knowledge and to enhance practice, hindi po yan properties practice, across 2 quarters only. Like I've said dun sa outstanding or 5 points, may tendency po talagang makakakuha ka ng 3 points. For example, kung nag-attend ka ng seminar na during third quarter na, Third quarter na ikaw naka-attend ng seminar, then i-apply mo pa siya. Ang yung output and knowledge mo is i-apply mo, i-share mo doon sa mga co-teacher mo. So, third quarter, gagawa ka na ng narrative na nag-apply o nag-share ka na ng third quarter, and then sa fourth quarter, isa. So, meron ka lang dalawa. So, 3 points ka lang po doon plus yung certificate nyo. Magkakaroon po ikaw ng 3 points. How come na magkakaroon ka nga naman ng 4 points kung nag-seminar ka during the third quarter? Siyempre, third and fourth quarter lang ang ma-share mo, no? Knowledge about that. Unless lang kung i-continue mo ito next year. But, syempre, yung RPMS and PPST natin is for the 2023 and 2024 only. And last, for the timeliness performance indicator under Objective 13, 1 point if no acceptable evidence was shown. Wala po talaga kayong ipinakita kay master teacher at saka kay Madam Principal, you will receive 1 point only. Okay, next, let's proceed to Objective 14. Develop a personal improvement plan based on reflection of one's practice and ongoing professional learning. And ito po ay makikita natin sa PPST Package 7.4.2. What is Objective 14? This objective focuses on educators taking a proactive approach to their professional growth by developing a personal improvement plan. The plan should be informed by reflection on their teaching practice and aligned with their ongoing professional learning. Paano naman tayo i-rate ni master teacher at saka ni madam principal? Okay, in Objective 13. Okay, let's focus on the performance indicator or the means of verification. Ano-ano ba dapat ang MOVs na ipapasa nyo or magre-reflect sa inyong portfolio at the end of the school year na i-rate ni master teacher? Number 1, on this Objective 14. Number 1, certification from the ICT coordinator. Kung okay lang din po from school head, okay lang din po sa focal person in charge of ESAT. Documentation showing certification from relevant school personnel coming the completion of the improvement plan. Example, a teacher receives a certification from the school head indicating that they have developed a personal improvement plan. Check nyo na yung mga improvement plan ninyo. After that, bibigyan po kayo ng certification na okay na po. Coming from ICT coordinator, from school head kay ma'am, and focal person in charge of ESAT. Number 2, IPCRFDP or our Individual Performance Commitment and Review Form Development Plan. The Educator's Development Plan, as recorded in the IPCRFDP, provides insight into their professional development goals. Example, an educator's IPCRFDP outlines their professional development goals for the school year. Ano ba dapat ang goal ng professional development na makikita doon sa IPCRFDP natin? And number 3, mid-year review form or the MRF. The MRF is a document used to review progress and discuss professional development goals during the mid-year review form. Example, an educator submits an MRF that includes discussion on the progress made towards their professional development goals. Ito yung mga na ginagawa ni master teacher at saka ni teacher na nire-rate po sila para malaman kung hanggang saan o ilang percent na po ang kanilang portfolio at saka ano pa dapat yung hahabulin nila para ma-complete nila iyon or para tumaas yung rating nila at the end of the school year. Number 4 is updated IPCRFDP from Phase 2. This is an updated version of the IPCRFDP indicating progress and adjustments to the development plan during Phase 2 of the RPMS results-based performance management system cycle. Example, an educator submits an updated IPCRFDP during Phase 2 of the RPMS cycle showing adjustment made to their professional development goals. Then for objective 14, paano naman tayo i-rate ni master teacher at saka ni principal based on the performance indicator given? Number one is the quality. Outstanding and 5 points if updated professional development goals during phase 2 of the RPMS cycle as evidenced by MOV4. Example, an educator successfully updates their professional development goals in phase 2 demonstrating a commitment to ongoing improvement. Yung mga MOVs na binigay natin kahapon, na-update po lahat yon during lahat-lahat po siya is updated. Bibigyan po kayo ng 5 points ni master teacher pag yun po ay on timeliness at saka updated po talaga siya lagi. Paano naman ikaw bibigyan ni master teacher ng 4 points or VS if discuss progress and professional development goals with the rater during the mid-year review as evidenced by MOV3? Kung hanggang doon lang ikaw yung nagawa ninyo dalawa ni master teacher or ikaw mismo na pumunta kay master teacher is naghanggang review lang po kayo, wala kang MOV4 na yung updated, wala ka nun. So hanggang MOV3 ka lang. So bibigyan ka lamang po ng 4 points ni master teacher. Why 3 points or satisfactory? Bakit makakatanggap ka din sa quality ng inyong performance indicator na 3 points if set professional development goals based on ESAT result as evidenced by MOV2. Yung mode of verification number 2 mo lamang ang nakikita ni master teacher, wala kang MOV3 and wala ka ring MOV4. So hanggang 2 ka lang na MOV2, yung ESAT mo lang, yun lang ang nakita doon sa portfolio mo. So we will have or we will gain 3 points only or satisfactory. Why unsatisfactory or 2 points only? If accomplished the ESAT at the beginning of the school year as evidenced by MOV1. Yun lamang, an educator completes the ESAT assessment at the beginning of the school year which is foundational step in the improvement planning process. Yung nakitang MOV sa iyong portfolio ay yung MOV1 or yung nag-update lamang ikaw ng ESAT. Makakatanggap ka or bibigyan ka ni master teacher ng 2 points or unsatisfactory. And last, for the quality performance indicator for objective 14, 1 point only. If no acceptable evidence was shown, wala kang MOV1, wala ka din ginawang MOV2, wala ka din sa portfolio ng MOV3, and wala ding MOV4. So, wala talaga kahit ano. So, 1 point lamang po ang marireceive mo from master teacher. Okay, based on objective 14, we have 4 MOVs. So, under performance indicator, tapos na natin si quality. So, bigyan na kayo ng rating ni master teacher sa quality. Next dito, sa objective 14 is the efficiency. Performance indicator, efficiency. Paano kayo i-rate under efficiency ni master teacher? Number 1 is the outstanding or 5 points if submitted for acceptable MOVs. Siyempre, 5 points pag lahat yon ay kompleto. 4 points if 3 of the submitted MOVs were accomplished within the prescribed RPMS phase. For example, an educator or you as a teacher meets the deadlines for 3 out of 4 pieces of evidence demonstrating good time management. Pag 4 o 3 lang po ang nagawa niyong acceptable MOVs, 4 points lamang po kayo. Why 3 points are satisfactory? Ang matatanggap niyo po kay master teacher if you submitted 2 acceptable MOVs only. As a teacher, you complete only 2 pieces of evidence within the specified time frame. And 1 point if no acceptable evidence was shown. Yun nga, pag wala ka talaga kayong binigay na katunayan or katibayan kay master teacher sa iyong portfolio na wala talaga kayong nagawa during that RPMS cycle, you will receive 1 point in efficiency. So may quality tayo, meron pa din tayong efficiency dito sa under objective 14 para sa pag-rate ni master teacher or ni ma'am principal. Okay, and then last, for objective 14, performance indicator is the timeliness. So, tatlo sila, May quality, may efficiency, number 2. And the last one is the timeliness. Bibigyan pa rin po kayo ng rate dyan under Objective 14 ni Master Teacher. Paano kayo makaka-gain ng points ng outstanding or 5 points? If all 4 submitted MOVs were accomplished within the prescribed RPMS phase. Example, if you as a teacher not only submits the required evidence but also ensures that all 4 pieces of evidence are completed within the designated time frame. Ibig sabihin yung mga binigay doon na mga time frame within RPMS cycle ay nasunod mo po yung 4 na yon, makaka-receive po ikaw ng 5 points kasi nakasunod based on timeliness or schedule ng RPMS cycle. VS or 4 points naman if 3 of the submitted MOVs were accomplished within the prescribed RPMS phase. Yung MOV1, MOV2, and MOV3 lamang ang napasa mo at nagawa mo kay nag-reflect sa portfolio mo ay 4 points lamang po. Satisfactory ikaw kung or 3 points if 2 of the submitted MOVs were accomplished within the prescribed RPMS phase only pag dalawa lang na-submit mo. And unsatisfactory 2 points if only 1 of the submitted MOVs was accomplished within the prescribed RPMS phase. Poor or 1 point if no acceptable evidence was shown. Ganun pa rin po, timeliness po ito kung nasusunod po yung time frame ng RPMS cycle. So, pag doon pa lang po sa mid-year review form, makikita na kung nagkakaroon tayo ng mid-year review form, si master teacher at saka ni teacher, pwede na natin malalagyan agad ito or mahahabol natin si timeliness kasi makikita agad doon kung sinusunod yung time frame ni RPMS cycle. Okay, the last one for this RPMS IPCRF cycle for the school year 2023-2024 is the objective 15 or we call this plus factor. Perform various related works, activities that contribute to the teaching learning process. What is objective 15? This objective underscores the importance of educators engaging in various activities that enhance the teaching learning process. These activities can range from community involvement to module writing and beyond. The objective provides means of verification, performance indicators, and their corresponding ratings to assess the extent and impact of educators' contribution to the teaching learning process. This one, how to rate objective 15. Objective 15 plus factor means of verification. Teachers or educators are required to provide proof of at least one related work activity from the following categories, along with annotations explaining how each activity contributed to the teaching learning process. So, hindi lang po ang ibibigay nyo sa bawat isa or isa dito, pag may napili kayong isa dito na ipapasa kay master teacher na certificate only, but kailangan nyo pong magdagdag ng annotation. Later, ipapaliwanag ko kung bakit kailangan na mayroong annotation. Anyone proof of community involvement with annotation 2. Anyone involvement as module learning material writer or validator with annotation 2. Involvement as a resource person, speaker, or learning facilitator in the regional office, SDO, school-initiated TV radio-based instruction with annotation 2. Book or journal authorship, pag kayo po ay gumawa ng libro, contributorship doon din sa book with annotation 2. Advisorship, coordinatorship, or chairpersonship. Ibig sabihin, pag kayo may coordinatorship or advisorship, pwede din yan with certificate with annotation 2. Participation and demonstration teaching, pag po kayo ay nagiging advisor ng isang or cooperating teacher ng isang student teacher galing example galing sa RSU, lalagyan din po ninyo ng annotation yon. Then isa din po participation as research presenter in a forum or conference kung kayo po ay naging research writer with annotation 2. Mentoring of pre-service, ayun nga yung kanina, or in service teachers with annotation 2. Conducted research within the rating, kung nagkaroon po kayo ng research within this school year, lalagyan nyo rin po yun ng annotation. And others, please specify with annotation on how it contributed to the teaching learning process. Okay, paano naman tayo i-rate ni master teacher based sa performance indicator na binigay ni RPMS in our plus factor given? 'Di ba sabi anyone, pag nagbigay kayo ng isa, any one of the plus factor. Quality, pag or bibigyan kayo ng outstanding or 5 points if performed at least one related work activity that contributed to the teaching learning process beyond the school community's learning center or the CLC as evidenced by the submitted MOV. Ibig sabihin, pag yung certificate nyo ay ginamit nyo po beyond the school, hindi lang po tayo nakafocus sa school, at yung certificate na yon ay i-share nyo sa community, pwede din sa ating cluster, sa district, or sa division, basta sobra po beyond school, ay bibigyan po kayo ni master teacher ng 5 points. Paano malalaman ni master teacher na beyond? It's because of your annotation. May annotation po kayo na kayo ay nag-speaker doon sa cluster, at saka ibibigay niyo po doon kung ano, i-annotate niyo po doon kung ano para saan yung pagiging speaker niyo. 5 points na po kayo doon. Pero po, kung nag-speaker lang kayo sa school only, hindi po kayo bibigyan ni master teacher ng 5 points doon kasi hindi po naging beyond yung pagiging speakership niyo. Lagi po nating tandaan na ang plus factor po ay kung 5 points ang matatanggap ninyo kung kayo po ay na-share nyo yon, yung plus factor nyo na yon beyond or sa labas ng school. 5 points po ang ibibigay sa inyo ni master teacher. Performance indicator in objective 15 plus factor under quality, 4 points lamang ang ibibigay ni master teacher or the VS if perform at least one related work activity that contributed to the teaching learning process within the school or community learning center or CLC as evidenced by the submitted MOV. Example, if an educator actively participate in school-based activities that enrich the learning environment for students with the school premises only. Ibig sabihin, for example, nag-speaker po kayo sa school lang po. Doon lang po umikot yung pagiging speakership nyo. Unlike, at saka yung, for example, sa coordinatorship nyo, syempre doon lang sa school. 4 points lamang po kayo doon. Pero kung kayo po ay more than ang nilagay nyong plus factor, if marami, and then meron doon plus factor na kayo ay beyond school premises ang nagawa nyo doon sa isa nyong plus factor, 5 points pa rin po kayo doon. For the performance indicator, objective 15 plus factor under quality, 3 points po yung matatanggap ninyo if perform at least one related work activity that contributed to the teaching learning process within the learning area department as evidence submitted. MOV, pag doon lang po sa learning area or department. For example, sa grade 4, yun lang, naging grade 4 lang po kayo. Ang pagiging grade 4 learning, grade 4 coordinatorship nyo is nagpa-function lang kayo doon lang within the department. 3 points lang po kayo. Ganun din po, pag more po na may sinalihan kayo, nag-speaker kayo, pag madami, kasi 1 lang naman ang hini dito, pero pag madami po, at saka yung isang plus factor na binigay nyo din po, ay beyond din po ng school premises natin ginawa ninyo, nag-speaker kayo sa labas, sa ibang school, 5 points pa rin po kayo, makakagain pa rin po kayo ng 5 points. Kasi hindi naman natin, ilagay nyo na lang po lahat ng mga dapat ilagay dito sa plus factor para ma-hit nyo yung 5 points. And for the quality under objective 15, 2 points only if perform at least one related work activity that contributed to the teaching learning process within the class as evidenced by the submitted MOV. Kung ginawa lamang ninyo yung plus factor o yung plus factor na pinasa ninyo sa inyong portfolio ay ginawa lamang ninyo within the class. So, ang nakinabang lamang po nun ay ang inyong klase, bibigyan lamang po kayo ng 2 points ni master teacher. And last one for the performance indicator, objective 15 plus factor the quality, 1 point only if no acceptable evidence was shown. Pag wala po talaga kayong binigay na MOV, meron pa rin kayong 1 point. Okay, performance indicator again, number 2, efficiency. Tapos na tayo dun sa quality ni objective 15 plus factor. efficiency naman tayo. Paano naman tayo i-rate ni Master Teacher under performance indicator efficiency? Pagiging efficient nyo naman ang pagbabatayin dito. Outstanding or 5 points if submitted MOV that details the achieved contribution to the teaching learning process as evidenced by the annotation provided. Ito na ang paggagamitan nyo ng annotation or yung mga annotated ninyo, pwede yung narrative. With, lalagyan nyo pa rin po ng annotation. If the teacher provides clear and detailed annotation explaining how their activities have significantly enhance the teaching learning process. So, i-annotate nyo yun. Yung mga ginawa nyo, yung beyond school premises, i-annotate nyo yun para bibigyan kayo ni master teacher sa efficiency ng 5 or outstanding. Pag certificate lamang po ang ipapakita nyo sa inyong portfolio, walang annotation, wala po kayong matatanggap na points under performance indicator ng efficiency. Yun po talaga ang importante dito, ang annotation. Paano naman tayo makakatanggap ng 4 points or the VS under efficiency if submitted MOV that details the perceived positive contribution to the teaching learning process evidenced by the annotation provided? Okay. Submitted MOV that details the perceived positive contribution to the teaching learning process evidenced by the annotation provided. Example of this is an educator or a teacher offers insightful explanation of how their activities have contributed positively to the teaching learning process, although with some room for improvement in the level of detail. Ibig sabihin, kung doon sa 5, bibigyan kayo sa efficiency ng 5 kasi yun ay detailed talaga. Dito po ay medyo may kulang-kulang yung hindi po talaga detailed. Bibigyan po kayo ng 4 ni Master Teacher. And for efficiency, 3 points or the S, if submitted MOV that shows reasonable overlap with the actual teaching learning process as evidenced by the annotation provided. Example, if you as a teacher annotations demonstrate that their activities have had a noticeable impact on the teaching learning process but with room for more detailed explanation. Parang hindi nyo po talaga na-explain sa annotation ninyo ang impact ng inyong MOV na ibinigay, ay bibigyan lamang po kayo ng 3 points ni Master Teacher. You will gain 2 points for efficiency on Objective 15 plus factor if submitted MOV that shows considerable overlap with, hence significantly affecting the performance of the actual teaching learning process. Yung binigay nyo pong MOV, yung mga MOV na binigay nyo sa plus factor, ay konting overlap na o considerable overlap lang, konti lang yung nakita ni Master Teacher na performance, affecting the performance of the actual teaching learning process. Example of this is if the teacher annotation suggests that their activities may have negatively affected their primary teaching responsibilities. Pag yung annotation na binigay ay hindi kagandahan at konti yung nakakinabang during teaching learning process, doon based doon sa MOV naging present nyo, ay bibigyan lamang po kayo ng 2 points ni Master Teacher. Actually, hindi naman talaga kami ang mga Master Teacher naman talaga hindi naman talaga sobrang higpit sa pagbibigay ng efficiency. Basta nakikita lang doon na talagang yung MOV ay effective. Ang MOV naging present niyo is effective at naka-annotate na yun ay nakakatulong sa teaching learning process beyond pa, hindi lang sa mga pupils nyo, but beyond pa, ay bibigyan naman talaga kayo ng 5 points ni Master Teacher. And then dito, 1 point lang kayo kung ayaw nyo gumawa ng annotation doon sa MOV na binigay sa Objective 15 or the plus factor, natamad na kayo gumawa ng annotation, bibigyan pa rin naman kayo ng 1 point kasi wala, if no acceptable evidence was shown or walang annotation na ibinigay po or naging present po kayo sa inyong portfolio. Okay, under Objective 15 or the plus factor, we have performance indicator number 1, the quality, number 2, efficiency, and number 3 is the timeliness. So, ito na, explain na natin paano kayo makakatanggap ng 5 points, 4 points, 3 points, 2 points, and 1 point ni na ibibigay ni Master Teacher. 5 points pag submitted MOVs were distributed across 4 quarters. Example, a teacher consistently engages in various activities throughout the school year, evenly distributed across all 4 quarters. Based doon sa annotations ninyo, na kayo or every quarter meron kayong annotation na yun ay ginagawa nyo. The second quarter, yun pa rin ang ginagawa nyo. Third quarter, yun pa rin, may annotation pa rin. And the fourth quarter, you will receive or a 5 points from the master teacher. So, 4 na annotation ang gagawin ninyo dito. So, para makareceive kayo sa timeliness ng 5. And VS or 4 points if submitted MOVs were distributed across 3 quarters or the teacher actively participate in various activities during 3 out of the 4 quarters of the school year. Tatlo lang po ang binigay niyong annotation kay master teacher dahil ginatamad nun ka magawa ng isang annotation. So, bibigyan po kayo ng 4 points lamang po dito. And 3 points or the satisfactory if were distributed across 2 quarters only or and teacher activities are concentrated in 2 quarters, suggesting a focused effort during those periods. Dalawa lamang po ang gin-present nyo, binigay yung annotation kay master teacher. So, bibigyan lamang po kayo ni master teacher na 3 points. And then, unsatisfactory or 2 points only pag isa lang po ang na-complete ninyong MOVs. May isang MOV, nilagyan nyo lang ng isang annotation, indicated only in 1 quarter. So, may 1 point po kayo. And then, 1 point, wala po talaga kayong binigay na acceptable evidence was shown or annotation na kayo ay walang ginawa during, meron nga kayong certificate. May annotation nga kayo na doon sa certificate, annotated nyo yun. Paano ang ginawa nyo doon? O, anong detail? Very detailed. Pero, wala kayong by quarter na hindi, ang pag-detailed nyo ng annotation is not by quarter. Bibigyan pa rin kayo ng, o kahit wala, actually wala. Pag wala talaga, if no acceptable evidence was shown, bibigyan kayo ni master teacher ng 1 point only. Okay, let's start again for our post-test. Same questions. Basahin yung mabuti and then mamaya, ang first 3 will get a reward. Top 1 will get 100 pesos load. Top 2 will get 80 pesos load and top 3 will get 70 pesos load. Okay, are you ready? Basahin mabuti, just write the correct answer or the letters only. For number 1. And number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Number 10. Okay, exchange your work and here is the key to correction score 1 up to 10. Okay, so much for that. And thank you for listening. Happy Teacher's Day and happy Family Day, everyone. Enjoy.